Hey guys, in today's video we are going to be unboxing the third delivery of the Combat Patrol subscription service from Hatchet Partworks. This one actually came in a box because there's a little extra with it being this binder used for storing the issues. I believe there's going to be multiple of these binders because this is not nearly big enough to hold all the issues, because I think there's going to be 88 issues, and I'm gonna do another video putting the issues into this, and this just the first 10 issues takes up a lot of space. I think there's gonna be one every 20-ish or so issues. You see here it's got dividers for build, paint, read, collect, and play. That's whenever you see me go through the issues, it will say on the side like what it is, what subsection it goes into, what page number. So that's how you kind of organize them. But anyway, moving on. This box has issue 7, 8, 9, and 10. So here's issue 7, and it contains one of those clear plastic little rulers that come in a lot of the starter boxes for Warhammer, as well as the first 2 out of 3 pieces of the 10 termagaunts. They literally just took like the sprue, which I guess which is 3 of these sections, and split it into 3 pieces and put one of them with issue 8. As you can see here on the cover, it's 10 termagaunts and a Ripper Swarm, part 1 of 2. They also did the same thing with the Terminators, which are going to be next month when I get those. But this one, see here, has the first section, build, on how to build them, as well as this one has a bunch of lore in it. This is just supposed to be some general Imperium, and then it has a lot of Tyranid lore. I do need to sit down and actually read through some of this stuff. I keep meaning to, but just always busy. I'm actually trying to do some of that after finishing this video. But yeah, here's some more about just lore and the Tyranids. Some of these pages you have a lot of art and not a ton of stuff, but then there's pages like this decapitation page, which is almost full text on both sides. I know there's another page in one of these issues with Silver Templar lore that's just like it. You can see the actual play section has all the rules for measuring and movement and stuff, as well as just moving models, unit coherency and engagement ranges and things like that, telling you about where you can and can't move, and then has our next scenario. This is when they start to get a little more, not going to say complicated, but they start explaining a little more and more stuff. This one talks about move and shoots, the Infernus Marines versus the Barbgaunts, both from the previous delivery. Some of the other ones in the later issues show a good bit more models on the board. I'm probably going to take all this stuff to a friend's house this weekend and give it a shot, try to play through some of them. And you can see on the back there a little tease of what's in the next 2 issues. I wish they would have made these. There's clearly so much thought put into how they did these magazines. I wish they would have just showed you what's in the next 4 for the next several, so you'd be excited and want to keep your subscription, since we get 4 of these every month. I don't need to know what's in 8 and 9 if I get it at the same time as 7. But here's the rest of those termagaunts pieces. I'll be painting these guys up just like I have been with the previous Tyranid stuff, doing the xenomorph kind of style. These books do show you. Oh yeah, here's the bases right here. 10 of the small ones and one of the large one for the Ripper Swarms. These books do show you how to paint, just like the default kind of paint style, like step by step. And I probably will do that with one of the later armies that I get, especially if it's one that I have most of the paints for already by the time I get it, just to kind of see what it's like, following their instructions on how to paint it and see how it comes out, as opposed to doing it the way that I would normally do it. But yeah, here is the how to paint instructions for the termagaunts. And then, since the next issue does contain paint, it's going to show us updating all of our models, which is like a cool thing. Like I said, I'm about to do that with one of these sets, and I wonder how far they're going to, how many deliveries we're going to get before these guys are actually finished. But then it gets right into some more lore. Some more Imperium lore, and then I'm trying to remember what's after, if I could hurry up and turn the page. I don't know why I paused on that page for so long. I guess I was reading something. yeah, it's just more Tyranid lore. This box was a little heavy on the Tyranid lore, which is cool. I mean, I assume the next one's going to be heavy on Space Marine lore just because it's got Terminators in it and some more paints. But you can see on the side right there, it says like read section C, Tyranids, page like 9 or something. And then here is the termagaunts dated card, which I already have the physical card, I believe. But this is for the actual page for that section. And then this whole back part explains a lot more detail for combat with charges specifically. And consolidation. And here's a little more complex combat where it's the Infernus Marines versus Termagaunts and the Von Ryan Leaper. You'll start seeing the next couple of these have are a lot like that, where it's 1 or 2 Space Marine units versus multiple Tyranid units. I wonder how balanced some of these are. It'll be interesting when I get to actually play through some of these to see. I mean, some of them will probably just follow along like while we're learning, but once we kind of get it down, we might just kind of, you know, customize how we do it. And that was issue 8. Now, issue 9, right over here. It's got our next 2 paint satire collection. Which this was actually perfect timing because my black was actually running low, so the fact that I got some Abaddon black just in time's perfect. Saved me from having to go to the store to get more. And then some Retributor armor, which this I know is a very popular common color. I see it in guides all the time, so it's nice to add that to the collection. This is just real simple. I think that's how most of the ones with paints are going to be. It's just going to be 2 paints at a time until it gives us all of them. I wonder if they're going to do like all like the base and layer stuff, and then we're going to get all the washes at the end or something. I don't know, I'm not sure. But then it goes on how to update the models that you already got, showing the Infernus Marines and the Terminator Captain. Of course, like I said, if you check them out's channel, I've already painted all these guys as Dark Angels, so I won't need to be following that. And then it's how to update the Tyranids. Again, I painted all those guys already, but I'm gonna have to maybe pick and choose what army I decide to do it with. Maybe Gene Stealers, since I'm probably just going to do those default color. Maybe Orcs, I'm not sure. Kind of depends on what colors I get, because I do like painting them the month that I get them, just so I can keep on top of it and not really get a big pile of shame going, you know. And of course, here's some more Space Marine lore. Not much, just one little page explains a couple chapters. And then this is a full double-sided page of the Silver Templar lore. I'm looking forward to reading that. Because I don't really know a whole lot about them. I mean, I did read that little section right there. That's the Silver Templars. It's about their Ultramarine successor, but other than that, I don't think I really know too much. I might have looked some up a while back, but I guess I don't remember. And that just rules explained advancing and falling back. And there's a much more complicated scenario. You got Infernus Marines, Space Marine, Terminator Captain versus the Termagaunts, Barbagaunts, and Leapers, plus the Tyranid terrain. And just kind of goes through. You can see they just wiped out that whole Termagaunt squad like immediately, which is pretty cool. And just going through all the steps. Now we're on to issue 10, the final issue of this box. This one's got, as you can tell by the cover, the librarian and Terminator armor, and a paintbrush, STC medium base brush. It's like their synthetic kind of brush. I painted with 1 or 2 of these before, and I kind of like them, so I'm glad that it's this and not like another like starter brush. All these models so far, like I've mentioned before, are all the easy to build models that come in like the starter boxes for the edition and all that. I wonder if they're ever going to update them to not be easy to build. That'd be pretty nice, or at least if they may put it on the box so people would know. But yeah, he does have 1 or 2 little spots where I'll be able to put Dark Angels decal on him. I'm probably going to do him as Deathwing, just like the Captain. And then here's instructions on how to build him and how to paint him to the standard that everyone else is painted at this point. Which is just to do the Macragge blue and Abaddon Black and Retributor armor, because that's the only colors that, if this is like your first time getting Warhammer stuff, that's the only colors you got. And then the Wraithbone and what's that burgundy color. But yeah, now we're moving on to Ecclesiarchy lore, as well as some more Space Marine stuff. But this is like an example where like that first page is just under the Imperium section, and then this page is under Space Marines, and they're both like a little farther into the lore. Yes, I wish the premium upgrade came with the Ballistus Dreadnought. I really think they missed out on that. It comes with the Brutalis, which is I don't have that one. I have a Redemptor, so it's still a Dreadnought that I don't have, but I would have much preferred that one. And this goes into after the data sheet a bunch of the abilities. So explains rapid fire, pistol, blast, torrent, devastating wounds, heavy damage, psychic damage. Just explain like all the different key terms, which that I'm really looking forward to reading through all that. Assault, hazardous, and then scenario 6, mind over matter, the librarian terminator armor versus most of the Tyranids. The winged Tyranid prime, the leapers, termagaunts. No barbagaunts though. Yeah, it'd be nice to sit down and play through a bunch of this stuff. But yeah, if you enjoyed the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I am going to do an extra video this week, probably Thursday. That's just a short video of me adding all the stuff to the binder. And here's the next couple issues coming in the next delivery. 2 paints and then the Terminators. And then whatever comes with issue 14, I'm not really sure. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Yes, that the next video is the binder, and then next Monday is going to be real grade high new Gundam. Do unboxing for that and then build for that. I'm already like halfway through building it. So catch y'all on the next one. Peace.